Right now, the question many are asking when it comes to Lexington County Sheriff James Metz is, what now? But to really understand what's coming next for Metz, it's important to fully know the nature of his alleged crimes. It turns out Metz's phone conversations with former Lexington Councilman Danny Frazier and Greg Leon, both of whom have been charged with bribing Metz, are what allowed the U.S. Attorney to get involved.
The underlying crime is a bribery crime, which is a state crime. But if you use the wire or telephone, which is alleged in this indictment, they talked on the cell phone to facilitate all this, that turns that into a federal crime.
Strom served as the U.S. Attorney for South Carolina for 3 years. He says federal charges inherently carry a lot of weight because a federal grand jury would not indict someone without ample proof the person did what they're accused of.
And the allegations here are horrible. I mean, it's a black eye on law enforcement. I think we all hope that it's not true, but, given my experience, I suspect that there's very, very ample evidence that would lead a jury to believe that he may have violated the law.
Since Metz's indictment does include federal charges, there's something in place called the Speedy Trial Act, which means that Metz could have his day at the federal courthouse sooner than you'd think. The act essentially puts a time limit on how long each stage of federal prosecution can take, which prevents things from dragging out.
Unlike a state charge that sometimes it takes several years to go to trial, this case is, by this time next year, certainly, and probably by late spring, his case will be dealt with one way or the other.
In the meantime, eyes are turning to Lexington to see how the county will weather this storm, and leaders are saying the best way to handle things is not to dwell on the past, but instead forge full speed ahead.
I think that we have a good leader in Louis McCarty, and we're going to see what happens here. Let him lead and move forward from there. I think he'll do a good job.
A solid vote of confidence that is much needed as Lexington County works to regain its footing and move forward into a bright future. In Columbia, Stephanie Helling, Watch Fox News.